have a big round of applause, and bigger than this one, right? Because I want the energies to be going up. Mr. Bharat Dua, who will be talking about education today and role of school administration. I am watching. I can see the energy. Can we have a better round of applause? Fantastic. Now we're talking.
Hello. Myself Bharat Dua. With the blessing of God, I am MCom, MPhil, Diploma in Management, PG Diploma in HRM, B.Ed, then LLB. Working as a principal in Evershine Public High School, Ludhiana, Punjab. Today, my topic is brain drain. Brain drain. Brain is moving out from our country. I'm just going to take few examples. Earlier, in that time, BCom was a course in Punjab, specifically in Punjab, where we don't get the admission. But now the time, after doing 10+2, students wish to move out. They don't want to spend their time in India. They don't want to study in India. They need to move out from India. It is rightly said, as per the analysis, as per the facts, in India, we have maximum youth from the age of 10 to the age of 35. Maximum youth is in India. But can we people be able to use that energy in the development of India? In the economical development of India? I think so, no. The main problem, they're moving out. So the answer is a big no. If we'll see the thesis, if we'll see the facts, in Microsoft, 34% of employees are Indian. In NASA, 36% of the scientists are Indian. And in USA, 38% of doctors are Indian. After doing +2, students who have good brain, they just move out. They are working over there. They are giving their knowledge. They are making that country a better country. What we will do? At last, we will be just having the clerks. Like the Britishers said, make Indian as clerks. The same formula, the same practice is going on again. With the movement of one brain drain, with the movement of one person going abroad, approximately rupees 20 lakhs move out from Indian economy. Just with one admission at any of the university, minimum rupees 20 lakhs move from Indian economy. And there are a number of seats. Take the example of Punjab. In these days, when the seasons start, there is no seat available in Canadian planes, in Australian planes. People are moving out like anything. Now, where the problem is, we need to think that problem. There are many problems, like the governance in India, corruption, government rules, government policies, reservation, government officials. You can't get anything easily in India. If you need to start any business, if you even need to open a hospital or a school, you have to take number of NOCs. These things are not in the foreign countries. There is single window system. So Indian government need to work a lot to move this, to stop this brain drain and make it as brain gain. We need to stop these things. If we want to grow, if we want to exceed, we need to stop these students who are with good brain and moving out. Now the time, if I will say earlier, it was a choice of just Jat family, agriculture families who used to send their kids out. But now the doctors, before speaking to me, Dr. Sahab have said many of his friends have moved out. Now this thing is moving in the doctors, in the principals, in the lecturers, in the bank managers. People who are in the higher post, they wish to send their kids out. Government need to think upon it. Otherwise, we will be left with the clerks only. So thank you. Thanks a lot.
Moving on to the next category of excellence in school administration education in Ludhiana, Punjab. The winner is Mr. Bharat Dua. Please welcome Mr. Bharat on stage to receive the award. A well-known educationalist currently associated with Evershine Public School, Ludhiana. Congratulations to you, sir. Sure.
Thanks, Time Media. I won't be able to carry such a big honor, so I want my second wife to please accompany me. She is working with me. We are running chain of schools. She is gold medalist MSc.
The awards are sweeter when they are shared, and the noise is louder when we go for it.
Ma'am, I basically belong to practical knowledge. I like to give the practical knowledge only. Like every time we do the different seminars. Like there is now at a time of calling 100, the emergency number is 112. We did a seminar on that. And if I will say from last 6 months, I did 3 to 4 seminars on different awareness programs. In the weather of dengue, we did a seminar on that. Also, last year we did a seminar on how to wash the hands. We called up the toll company and how to wash the hands. We did a seminar on that. So bookish, we have the teachers. I belong to administration. I concentrated myself on LSN booking, bookish knowledge. Ma'am, we are running a chain of schools. It started in the year 1982. My mom was a government teacher, so she started a school. And my father is a bank manager. And in 1986, Papa got transferred to Ludhiana. And in 1986, I was a student. In year 2004, I joined the school after doing MCOM. After MCOM, I did LLB, MPhil, MCOM, and then diploma in management, PG diploma in HRM. In 2009, I did LLB. And with regard to schools, we are in chain of schools: Evershine Public High School, Evershine International Public School, Venus International Public School. With the blessing of God, we are going to open one more school, that is CBSE school, the Prep Life Convent School. Am I told that in the year 2004, I got the chance to join the school. In 2008, I was elected as a principal. And after 2008, in 2010, we acquired a private school that was, till that time, that was private, in year 2010, in 20th of May 2010. And we got the affiliation of that from the state board. And after that, in 2018, we acquired a new land to purchase a CBSE school. Pardon? I'm sorry to say, the you people can't even think of the schools which we people are running. We people are running of the school where a very remote population is there. I don't belong to high strata. That strata which I am teaching, they just belongs to very low strata. They are vendors and all that. So there is no such these type of problems we are facing. Okay.